Hello, it's Aaron and Callie, or as I shall be known from now on, Plant Head. Welcome to our March update. It's good to see you, or good for you to see us, I guess, because, we can't see you. Yeah, it's been a somewhat slow start to spring, maybe, but also nice, because there have been times of busyness, times of kind of chaos and slight insanity, but mostly slow-ish, trying to prep for summer, trying to prep for fall, and I've lost it. What has happened since we last saw you? We had our French bread pizza night with our friends from Jelgava, Mira Osta, or Peace Harbor, right? Peace Port, Peace Harbor?
Yeah.
The Harbor of Peace, something like that. Yeah, they're working with refugee youth from Ukraine, and so they joined us. And we had, 48 people or something? It was packed.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was
packed.
an exhausting night, but it was cool to see the kids from Mira Osta really jump right in, and the few that were really into making the pizzas.
This one kid.
That was cool.
He just decided, I'm the pizza man for tonight. And he made, 40 some odd little French bread pizzas. He loved it. It was great.
So, I like the French bread pizzas because you get to choose what you put on, but he chose for us. And that was also fine.
Yeah, they were all different, too. He made basically every pizza.
Every pizza possible.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And then 2 weeks after that, 2 Fridays after that, we had our worship night. Some youth who maybe wouldn't normally be a part of that joined us, and they thought it was great. And
they joined us because they like music and they like singing, and they don't really care what it is. So
let's sing about Jesus.
We did.
And it was great. And we're trying to do another one, but April is shaping up to be rather busy on the weekends, which is when most likely youth night or worship night would be. So probably May is when we'll have the next one. We've looked at some apartments with the Salvation Army here. As we're trying to grow the partnership with them, they've got some properties that they've said could be open to us to rent out for some of our youth that need it. So we looked at one or two, just one.
Well, one lately, this month, and it turned out to be too big.
Yeah.
For what we want to do, because we don't want so many of our youth living together, because then it's just going to feel like an orphanage again. So we're looking for smaller apartments where one or two, careful with your cough, where one or two could live and have that kind of more stable transitional housing, which sounds weird, but sometimes that's what we need, is just somebody needs a place for 3 months, and sometimes nothing's available. It just depends on the time of year and the circumstance and what's going on. But it's great to be in partnership with the Salvation Army here. We're getting to know their kind of director person really well, and she's great. So we're psyched to work together with them more.
So psyched.
It's becoming more common in America based on what I'm seeing on social media, but if you didn't know, March 8th is Women's Day. And I learned this year actually that Women's Day happened, it comes from Soviet times and the Soviet culture, which is really interesting that this is the one thing in Latvia that we love that was originally Soviet. But the Soviets used it to celebrate the female workers and encourage them to keep working hard. And in Latvia, it's just kind of a nice day where the men are supposed to get the women flowers.
And boy, howdy do they.
And appreciate the women in their lives,
and boy, howdy do we.
Which is nice. So on March 8th, we joined another one of our partners, Centers Martha, which is a center for women coming out of domestic violence situations. They hosted a rally and a march to speak out against domestic violence in Latvia, and we are definitely against domestic violence in Latvia. Our youth have experienced domestic violence. We don't want anyone to experience that, and that's why Amanda, Landon, and I went marching against the violence.
Yeah, mostly normal-ish things, the regular schedule, finishing up the financial management class at the institution up the road. There's one more left. The youth have been more engaged this winter and spring, which is nice. So we're going to transition into another class after this. But then some abnormal things that happened. Callie, unknowingly, unwillingly, undesiringly, threw her back out while moving the new bed that we bought. Because we've had this relatively small bed for 2 people and a dog. Because most of you know us, we are those dog people that let the dog sleep in the bed. And so we got a 200 centimeter by 200 centimeter
king size
bed, so that we can, sleep 3 meters away from each other at all times and be super comfortable.
Because we're together a lot.
But I get super hot in the bed. None of you really care, but I like to have my space. And when there's a dog in there too, it makes it difficult. But it's a memory foam mattress. And those things are awkward and heavy if you've never moved one.
Mm-hmm.
Get someone to help you. We just did it, the 2 of us. And so poor Callie threw her back out. And then the next week, I threw my back out. Yay! At the gym. So, we're old and frail.
We're feeling it.
But the new bed
we're hanging in there, yeah.
helps a lot.
And at least we had a comfy place to lay down.
Mm-hmm.
Because our backs were ailing.
Yep.
And I feel fine now. You said your back hurts a little bit today.
Yeah, I mean, mine hurts more or less, not all the time, but it's, there's a low grade pain there, but definitely a bit more now because of last week's
If you're
shenanigans.
still watching this video, comment down below. Aaron, go to the doctor.
Chiropractor. The last time I threw my back out, went to the chiropractor, and that helped a lot, actually.
There's one chiropractor in this country.
Just one.
And
Pascal.
yeah,
He's a wizard.
I hurt my neck. I was having tricep neck area pain around Christmas time, and I went to him for 3 sessions, and he cured me.
Just like
It's wild. He's Dutch, and he's good.
he speaks 8 languages or something. It's ridiculous.
Pascal, sponsor us.
I mean, there are some who say that, the chiropractic practice is, snake oil, but no, if you got those joint problems, especially in your back, go to the chiropractor.
Well, and now we're on a ramble, but you guys like hanging out with us.
Exactly. I mean,
in Latvia, to go see the doctor you need to see about your back or neck or whatever muscle hurts, you have to go to the family doctor, get a referral, go to the other doctor, wait, and usually you go see a physiotherapist, not a physical therapist, a physiotherapist.
Slightly different.
And they can't tell anything without an x-ray, so then you have to schedule that. And so when I was having pain, I thought I could go through that process, or I could go to Pascal and feel better in 2 seconds. And that's what happened. And I've been working on my posture since then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what's going on.
This rambling nonsense has been brought to you by the fact that Callie and I are alone in the office today.
Yeah.
Because Amanda has to do something over the weekend. I forget. I think just administrative stuff.
She's had more to do on Saturdays, so she's kind of just decided for now to swap Thursday for Saturday.
And surely no one's coming into the office on Saturday, so she can be in here by herself, peace and quiet, and get stuff done.
Focus on the big boss duties.
And so it's just Callie and I, and so we're just talking because we need someone to talk to.
No one's going to interrupt us, probably. I mean, you never know.
It's true, you never know.
What time's your meeting later?
13.
So
we're going to be here for another hour and a half with you.
No. We'll let you go. It's been great to talk. Remember, there are things we can't mention in these videos because these videos are live on YouTube. And we can't speak very candidly about our youth, but we do that in our personal newsletter and in the Lighthouse personal newsletter. And those links to make sure you're getting those emails is always in the video description. So click those links if you're not getting emails to learn the real deal. Not that none of this was real. It's all very real.
It's very real.
It's all very, very real when
you threw your back out.
Yeah. But just more details about what's going on with our youth, because there are things going on with our youth.
Yes, there are.
Always.
And
everyone's struggling. I'm struggling.
We need prayer.
Yep. So that's the update for March. Happy March. Happy spring. Hope it's beautiful where you are.
It's great here.
Look out the window and it's just gray.
To me, is beautiful.
It's nice. It's not cold.
No, I'm
And there's no snow
Terribly
left on
hot.
the ground. We're both cycling to commute again,
Well,
which,
you're cycling to commute again. I never stopped.
yeah, but you cycled less in the winter
Well,
than you
yeah.
did last winter.
Next
Another-
winter, I'm gonna put skis on my bike so I can ski on the bike because that's a thing. Maybe
Don't think so.
it's the worst update ever.
Okay, bye.
Bye.